Today we're going to talk about a GX690 and high pressure pump. This system right here is a GX690 with an 8-gallon a minute, 3,500 PSI pressure washer. This guy here is going to be used for any of your high pressure applications. As far as use wise goes, it's pretty simple. We're going to talk about the unloader on the back side here. If you actually go around on the back side, you're going to see a black knob back there. The unloader is actually what controls the pressure. It is going to be set by us to basically with the nozzle tips that you have that you're going to get 3,500 PSI. But if you find the need to adjust that, if you move it clockwise, it's going to reduce your pressure that is being put out. And if you turn it clockwise, it's going to increase the pressure. Very few applications do you actually need to adjust this, but it is there if needed. Now we're going to talk about general maintenance on the GX690, the gearbox, and the high pressure pump. After the initial 50 hours break-in period of the actual GX690, it is recommended to do an oil change. The oil change on this is standard engine oil, 10W30. At the point of the oil change, you also are going to want to double check to make sure your fuel filter over here is actually looking in good shape. This one, of course, is brand new, so there's no debris. It is recommended to change the fuel filter after every oil change. The initial break-in period is not necessarily required. The fuel filter, though, recommended change every 200 hours to prevent problems with it. Your GX690 does have an hour meter on here. It's for ease of use. When you turn the key on, you'll actually see right down here that it shows how many hours the system has been in operation. This is a brand new unit. You can see it barely has any time, 0.1 of an hour on it. The GX690 has your fill port is basically right up here. Your check engine oil level is right back here, traditional dipstick. You pull it out, it's got the two dots. Your oil level needs to be in between the two dots, and you can see up here, this one is right up to the second dot, so we are actually good on that. To drain the oil on the GX690, you actually have an oil drain all the way down here. If you unscrew this cap, it is going to open it and allow you to drain the oil. To fill the oil, you put it right up here. Then, on the GX690, we do have an oil filter on here that is recommended for change. The oil filter is a traditional metal one, and I'm going to get out of the way so the camera can see it. The blue filter, it's right back there. Every 200 hours, it is recommended that we change the oil and change the oil filter and change the fuel filter on this. You also want to inspect the air filter. The air filter on the Honda GX690 is on the top. You're going to pull these two levers up, slide this guy out. And you're going to expose your air filter. Just like any air filter, you're going to want to take it off. This one's brand new, so it has nothing on it. You're going to want to blow this off and inspect the internal filter to make sure we don't have any large amounts of debris and replace as necessary. To put it back in, simply put it back in, attach your wing nut. You're done with the oil, or the air filter. Next, we have a gearbox that is on the that is in between the GX690 and the 8-gallon a minute pump. The gearbox on the back, as you can see, has a sight glass in it. Your oil level, you always want it to be right around that dot. That dot means we have good oil level in there. For an oil drain on this, there is a drain plug right here, right where my finger is. You're going to be recommended to change this every 400 hours. It is 80 weight, 80W90, 80 weight gear, heavy duty gear oil. The actual, to fill this, since you have a sight glass, you have your vented cap here. You'll remove this, you'll put your fresh oil in after you're drained, make sure you fill up to the center line, and you're good to go on that. Next, we're going to talk about your 8-gallon a minute high pressure pump. Your actual drain port on this guy is all the way down here, right where the silver plug is. You'll drain the oil out of there, remove that, and then this vented cap right up here. On the bottom side of it has a dipstick. That dipstick is going to show you there's a notch on there here, as you'll see here in a second. And that you're going to fill this up through this hole to the point where the oil level is right there at this notch, and that is a good sign that you have good oil in there. There is a sight glass all the way on the back side here, just like on the center one. The side glass, you're going to want to make sure the oil level is actually right at the center dot. And that's maintenance for a 8 gallon a minute high pressure pump with a Honda GX690.